They are coming off a win against the Pacers that snapped a 10-game losing streak. As the three goes a long two from Middleton, ties the game at 2. A mid-foot sprain. Odds-on favorite to be the Rookie of the Year, the #1 overall pick this year. And Washington's wide open. And one of your keys, Sarah, about transition.
Play hard. A big part of that starts from the top down.
There's a steal. Middleton, the 3-time All-Star, takes it to the rim, and Dallas takes the lead. And once you get a whistle, officially a wedgie. Here's Claxton bouncing for Porter. Porter puts one up and in traffic. Nets retake the lead. Yeah, there was a little game, little bonding on the road for these guys. You want to be stuck in a snowstorm. As Claxton gets the Nets back on top off the pass from Porter. Dallas missed their last 7 shots. Nolan Traore staying in the game with 2 personal fouls. He's on Christie right now. Christie fade away from the foul line, rolls in. The team sat on the tarmac for like 6 hours on a plane as the snowstorm just piled up snow. Then the airport closed. All right, well, but you knew you weren't coming home on Sunday.
You've been away.
There's Abaji. Hands it off and a dunk for Day'Ron. This is the first quarter that's featured 7 lead changes, 6 ties, 22 combined free throw attempts. Klay Thompson open. And usually Klay Thompson open ends with shot is good.
Especially from the corner.
Dallas' largest lead, man soaring in and scoring. Klay Thompson. Caught at a bad angle and turned it over. Out ahead of the field. Oh, big steps to the rim and the Nets. 6 points for him. Man. Abaji a 3. He connects. One of the newest Nets, Ochai Abaji. Only 23% this season from 3, but he's looked pretty good as a net.
With the net, he shot it pretty well and done so confident.
Brandon Williams on the other. I feel like you're off to a little sluggish start. We're subbing you out for Devin Harris.
Oh, I was probably going to say.
I couldn't do it again if I tried.
Klay Thompson might be able to do it.
He might be able to.
Puts Dallas in. You had a huge day. 41 points, like 13 assists.
Yeah.
The end of the game, the Net fans were chanting, "Thank you, Cuban." You remember that?
I do remember that.
What were you thinking when you were hearing that?
Certain games, when you look at the schedule, you have circled. That was one of them.
Yeah. Put back there by Day'Ron Sharpe.
Just kind of wanted to prove to the team that you made a mistake, but also just I had the ability, like I said, to play how I always thought I could play in the NBA, but never really had the ability to do so.
Max Christie right there, going right through everybody. That's got Jordan.
That's when the ball became loose. I thought he actually fouled me on the play, but the ball kind of suspended in there. I had to kind of get it up real quick, especially before the clock went off. But
good or not, and everybody went crazy. So yeah, you didn't really have a chance to celebrate. Klay Thompson on a second chance connects. You don't give him too many seconds. Attacking Jones. Finding Clowney. There's some good basketball right there.
That's the way the Nets won.
Tyus Jones, another veteran acquired. Here's Bagley. Oh, a guy trying to resurrect his career a little bit.
Sometimes it takes great space in the dunker when guys penetrate.
There's a steal by Claxton, and Middleton holding his shoulder. Claxton to the other end, uncontested.
He got in 2 years ago. Basketball Hall of Fame.
Here's Clowney taking it to the rim. What about going in with the expectations?
A lot to learn from. A lot of adversity my first year, but I think I was better for it.
Porter maybe got away with a little shove on Martin. He got the layup. Cut the lead to 12. Without offending anybody, who's the favorite coach here?
Oh, that's tough. All time? Ever?
Very unorthodox coach. Very much so. Nice pass by Claxton. Finding Clowney, and there you see Claxton, set the franchise record for assists in a season by a center, by a Nets center, and he comes up with an assist there. Now the Nets with a steal. Claxton on a run. Nets have cut it to single.
press and fight has been really impressive with all the injuries that they've dealt with this year.
And Claxton barreling his way to the basket. He's got 11 to go along with his 7 assists. Heck of a first half for Nick Claxton. Marshall drive by, the Atlantic City native. Traore. Porter curling. Good body control and the banker for Michael Porter Jr. He's up to 16.
Defense that may not travel when you fly day up.
Here's Marshall, leaner, gets it to roll in. Najee Marshall's had a great year, 13 points tonight. Oh, looked like a Devin Harris midcourt shot, but no, it's all.
Brooklyn on the inside. You probably say the same thing here about the Nets.
Traore with a speed drive that time.
This is Dallas is looking to push immediately.
Your keys. Porter, one to the Gafford, and one.
There's a lot of areas of his game that continue to grow each and every night out.
And there, Nick Claxton able to just handle it. And 4 fouls on Daniel Gafford right now, but remains in the game. Williams, he has been a pest when the Nets have seen him this year. And he seems to have hurt his left arm. He is 5 for 5 on the floor. Clowney at 3. Hits as the Nets. 8th Maverick turnover. Traore. Again finding Claxton at 1. Nets are 8 of 19 from behind the arc. Christie's open. He connects. And Dallas back up by double digits. Williams throws it up, and Bagley finishes it off.
Williams got a quick
4th foul on Traore, so he goes to the bench. Drake Powell comes in. Bagley handling up top. Thompson had it knocked away. Gets a steal. Porter to the other end. Michael Porter Jr. 21. Nice catch by Sharp. Abaji to 3. It's good. What a rebound and a pass by Davis.
It's not always been an area of strength for him.
23% this season as Thompson hits the fadeaway on the baseline. Back to a 10-point Dallas lead under a minute to go in the third. Abaji, another 3. Gets the bounce. Ochai Abaji. Wolf. Man, look to attack. Pull up. Good for Terrence Mann. Nets have closed to within. Marshall. Leaner over Abaji won't fall. Gafford with the bucket and the foul on Sharp.
So a ton of attention on Victor Wembanyama, but they've really got a group.
Well, it's a good week for the West as Mann hits. Because you saw Oklahoma City beat Cleveland in the East going up against the top teams in the West, and the West coming out on with the advantage. Here's Bagley against Wolf, and Bagley is having a strong game. Here's Powell. Nets down 8. Mann's wide open. It's good for Terrence Mann. Turnovers. Williams. He's been tough all night long for Dallas. Williams up to 17 points with 9 assists. Undrafted LA native out of Arizona. Here's Traore. Tough shot inside. That's Traore. He's got 8. Against Claxton. Tough fadeaway. Good. Williams has made every tough shot tonight. Williams. Marshall. Martin attacking. Tough finish for Caleb Martin, a tough player. Back up to a 9-point lead. Gilman the step back. Makes his first 3 of the night, first points of the night. Williams. 19 for Dallas. Marshall. Scores over Clowney, and the Mavericks go back up by 6. See a rebounding edge for Dallas. Bagley at the rim, 22 for Marvin Bagley III. The Dallas Mavericks flying in from Indiana this afternoon. We'll dribble it out. Technically, this will become a shot clock violation.